Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays AI the Somnium Files. Today, we are answering who does Iris trust the most? Is it Uncle?
I see. The man Hitomi was dating 6 years ago.
He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father.
He was also potentially an assassin.
But Iris said that she was looking for him. What are the odds she found him just now? I don't think that's possible.
Oh, okay. Renju?
I think so too.
Really? Oh, but with Pewter... in the other timeline, Pewter, yeah. 89 is with Renju.
Remember what Iris said?
I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
According to the mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
No, for the second victim of the serial killing, Renju is sure active in this other timeline.
He was looking for Iris.
Actually, now that I say that, there hasn't been another victim in this timeline. It's only been Shoko.
I think Renju called Iris.
And Iris went looking for him.
Exactly.
Then what can I do? We've been looking for Renju.
MoMA, GPS, we
Everyone
still
at
have that
HQ is looking
on
for him too.
Iris.
Not to mention he's on the run with number 89. And even with all of that, we haven't found him. We don't even have any leads.
If we only had some clues to work with.
Do we not remember the
We
GPS?
wouldn't be in this mess.
Are you giving up?
Yes?
Iris might be with number 89 at this very moment. We need to find her immediately. Now think, Date. Where would Renju go?
Fishery? His house?
Renju's house is currently occupied by officers from HQ. If he went back there, we would have been contacted.
The cold storage warehouse?
The cold storage warehouse. Maybe he's there.
Do we just not remember the GPS? Did we not get the GPS from MoMA in this time? No, we did. Didn't we? Maybe? I have no idea, to be quite honest. It is 3 in the morning, dude. It is time for bed. There's also no one here.
There is no one here.
Damn. He's not here? Let's go, Iba.
Wait.
What's wrong? Is there someone here?
No living organisms detected.
Okay.
And
No living organisms detected.
Okay.
you mean...
Let's search the area. We might be able to find something.
Like a non-living organism? Oh, we're getting some ominous music here. Okay.
Date, the forklift. Doesn't it seem off somehow?
No?
It hasn't been in use for some time, but something is peculiar about it.
Okay. X-ray. Oh.
No. This can't be.
I mean, it could be. Thank you, Sheet, for covering her butt.
Iris. Iris.
See, when it's just her face like that, it kind of looks like Iris. So I assume we didn't take it that well? But that's not the first time we've seen that body, though. Right? Oh, it's been a whole day? Oh, Iris is so dead. Chronos, wasn't that Iris? No, that was the frozen Iris lady. It's not Iris.
Have you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable.
Well, I mean, that looks like Iris. But it's the same body as we saw earlier in the frozen warehouse. So, we know it's not Iris, because Iris was alive at the time we found that body. Also, the whole other differences of the body.
Let's get back to business. You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words?
Who are you?
Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened.
I mean, that's true. You probably shouldn't have brought her to Ota's.
If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What does that mean?
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind.
Please do. They shouldn't be in my
I
mind.
will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly.
Oh, I hate this kind of game.
First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation. But even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
To preserve something.
To preserve something.
Yes. Let us move on to the next question.
So this body's been here for a while.
There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
What, in comparison to Iris? Longer hair, bigger breasts, 9 stab wounds in the back, right eye is missing. We'll go with the right eye one.
That is a unique factor. But there was something else. Something more peculiar.
Breast size? Oh, it was completely frozen.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read -58. With Iris's weight... Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh?
That's not that much.
It should
That's
have
actually
taken about
perfectly
18 hours
fine.
to freeze solid. But we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question.
Who does number 2
Question
work
3.
for?
2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive. Why?
Because it's 2 different people! Corpse was... Actually, I kind of thought, like, corpse was hallucination for a second as well. But, you mean...
You mean...
You've got it.
I bolted into the warehouse like I was shot out of a gun. And I splattered against the wall because if that happened, I would have been dead. Body. X-ray? That's not exactly X-ray.
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly.
It is?
She appears to have been pregnant.
Oh, shit! Ooh, that's dark!
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
Okay, she gave birth and then died?
You mean...
9
after she
times
was
stabbed in the
killed?
back?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth.
This is true, for the most part. My brother's ex-wife, when she gave birth, her stomach, like, literally flattened. It was still somewhat swollen compared to normal, but it was like just, it was like all baby.
The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size.
Alright.
This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
That Iris was pregnant and hiding it!
This corpse isn't Iris.
Oh yeah, that too.
It's someone else.
Fucking called that when we first saw it!
Which means...
But no, it's clearly Iris.
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, no, she's probably dead.
She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet.
At least, actually no, she would be dying now, right? Or coming close to dying? Because of the brain tumor?
Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back. Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine.
Yeah.
This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
10 years, good lord.
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown, but there is one likely suspect.
Who?
Let's consider the clues. The scene. Okiura Fishery
Renju?
Cold Storage Warehouse. Sunday night, we saw So here.
Oh yes.
And there is something else about So Sejima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
Okay, so
Renju and So?
So killed this one?
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to...
So Sejima.
Alright, it's a pitiful corpse. Just looking at her makes my chest hurt. Yeah, no, that's a brutal way to go.
Aiba. Who is this?
Especially after you just given birth.
Unknown.
A Jane Doe, but it's definitely not Iris. Oh, let's read that again. But it's definitely not Iris! Let's go to So's. Mizuki and Oda kept searching for Iris, but unfortunately it didn't turn up anything. Iris's whereabouts are still unknown. I'm worried about her, but without any leads, we'd be just looking for her blind. Do we not? Like, no. I want to go. I didn't change anything there, did I? No, I don't think so. Okay. No. Oh, did we get the GPS afterwards? Driving. Okay, that's not a very good one. Kumakura office. Right, then we get the GPS. Okay, so we don't actually have the GPS in this timeline. Okay, that makes sense. I should focus on the investigation for now. It will eventually lead us to Iris, or lead me to Iris. I'm sure of it. With that in mind, Iris's body, maybe. I headed to So's mansion.
I thought I told you never to show your face here.
Shoot him in the knees! Hi. 1 second, I gotta look at your shit. Kinda like it here. After I kill you, I'm gonna move in. I'm not paying for your staff, though, so they're gonna have to move. Really couldn't afford it. You see where I live right now? It's a one-bedroom apartment with one bed in it, and I sleep on the couch. For some reason, I'm not buying myself another bed, or a futon, or whatever. Nothing? Okay, you're lucky, so... question him.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking.
Shoot him in the knees and then pluck his fingers off one by one.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman. You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago.
Question him more.
Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two. And that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
Suddenly, a gang of bodyguards stormed out. In an instant, they surrounded me.
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
Open fire! This is why you shoot him when you have the chance, Date.
Damn it, So!
There's nothing we can do.
We could have murdered all of them.
We did arrive without a warrant.
So, we'll write one in his blood.
We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris then?
She's probably dead.
Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota?
Mizuki will probably be fine. Probably not, actually.
Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse. Let's give her a name.
Sure.
Because she is frozen solid, we could call her
Oh, God.
Ice or Alice. What do you think? Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
Sure.
Alright, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
Oh, we're playing this game again?
Again with this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact.
Oh, Mizuki.
When was the first time?
Mizuki. Dashboard? No, give me something funny, game. I know it's serious right now, but still. Oh, wait. You can see the scenery through the window. It was... Oh, you're asking me the days? I don't know how many days ago that was. 1 second. That's up here, right? Day 2, Saturday. 3 days ago.
3 days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes. In the Somnium world, we saw the frozen corpse of a girl. Question 2. Who is the girl?
Alice.
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days.
Nice to meet you, Alice.
One last thing.
Sorry you're dead.
The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
It was Mizuki's.
My roommate, Mizuki Okiura.
You don't have to... You're like, your responsibility, you're not really adopted daughter, I guess, but your foster child, maybe?
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy, but prophecies are nonsense.
Agreed.
Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past.
And random other shit.
Therefore,
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Aiba, where is Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday, the Kume Shrine.
Okay.
Shrine? Why would she be there?
She's probably praying.
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe she thought Iris would be there. Iris liked going to the shrine. We went there with her like, what, 2 times? Hi, Mizuki.
Did you find Iris?
If I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
Look, I'm just gonna look around here real fast. Did you wash your belly button? Make sure to do that when you come here. You don't want to make the spirits angry. Last thing we need is spirits haunting my ass. That might be cool, though, if they're, like, friendly spirits, so... maybe piss them off? That'd be kind of nice to have friendly spirits on the side. I could have them rob banks. That's what you'd use that for, Chronos? Well, no, maybe. I don't know. I didn't say I'd rob banks if I had spirit powers. You can't prove anything. Where is Renju?
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. That's probably Renju.
Yeah, I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
He was looking for Iris.
Yes, I know. We've had this cutscene a little bit. A little much.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be, so I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Alright, so, where's Oda?
I think he's searching Akihabara right now.
He's at a manga shop.
Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any money to buy the manga. What are you doing here?
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things.
Is that alright to do at shrines?
Like what gluten-free means and eyelash extensions and
What does
aerial
gluten-free
yoga.
mean?
And we would talk about all our problems together.
Because, like, I see that listed a lot, but it doesn't... I don't know. It just doesn't... I don't know what it is. Is it just wheat?
Sometimes we would talk late into the night.
Because I've seen gluten-free wheat shit before, and it just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
So I thought that maybe she'd be here. But it looks like I was wrong.
Yo, about Alice, though. Why doesn't she have a
Mizuki,
shirt?
I have something very important to ask you.
This doesn't make any sense. That goddamn necklace will chafe her nipples. Tell Mizuki about the frozen corpse we call Alice.
You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
About Alice. Told Mizuki everything. How Renju ran off with the assassin. How 89 contacted Sosujima. How Iris was stabbed a lot in her dream, well, So's dream, and that Shijima is linked to Alice's murder.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89. And that might lead me to Iris.
Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. I could see agony in her face. The silence lingered. Finally, she steeled herself, lifted her head, and spoke.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice.
Okay, about Alice.
It was about a month ago.
You saw a dead body a month ago and you didn't tell me?
I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemnis Gate.
Yeah, but that's normal for him.
I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly.
Like a ninja.
Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back.
Second, did I actually screw this up, though? No. Okay. It just seemed louder for some reason.
I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift, and I looked under the hood myself.
You saw Renju do this shit a month ago? Mizuki, you have to tell people this shit.
Then,
I know you're 12, but still.
You saw Alice's dead body.
but at the time, I thought it was Iris.
Why didn't you, like, call the police or me?
What was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to report a dead fucking body, Mizuki.
Daddy would have been in trouble.
Yeah.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Need I have to tell you about your father's history of allowing old people to be thrown in a bathtub full of hot water so that they died?
Yeah.
You are grounded, young lady. Did you talk to Renju about it?
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything.
You're right. Your father probably would have killed you.
I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay.
No, that's not how that works at all.
I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
repressed memories are often the subject of somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
What did you do after that?
The corpse looked exactly like Iris.
Well, I mean, I got some details that say otherwise. But sure, she looks like Alice.
I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house. Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki? Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
About the fishery.
I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night, before I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage.
Okay.
I was curious. I asked around some, and
Let me guess, he still owns it.
I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else.
Okay.
I guess he didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think. But I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
So wait, the body's been there for like over 12 years? Warehouse?
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura fishery. Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole
That
thing
is
had
like a
this
bunch of red flags that should have
really stressed
caused
that point.
people to look into this warehouse. How long was he managing the warehouse?
Hey, Mizuki. How long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years? From that long ago?
Yes.
18 years.
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date, I found her.
You found
The
her.
girl who looks like Iris.
What's her name?
Monica Iwai, 19 years old at the time of her disappearance.
Oh shit, is Iris adopted?
A graduate of Eitoku High School.
What?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High.
Yeah.
We've known each other for 20 years now.
Well, Chronos, the hair should have given away. People have anime hair all the goddamn time, all right? Doesn't mean anything really in anime world.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me.
Okay, so you adopted Iris, and that's Iris's mom?
Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Alice's... Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monica's body was found just now, but even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead.
Oh, Hitomi, don't tell me you've been hiding a body too.
Iba, where is Hitomi right now?
Oh, and she was talking to So...
At
Hitomi!
headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Are we gonna sync with
Roger
Hitomi? Alright. Also, apparently boss is here now? Right, but that was after we figured out. Okay, never mind. Is Pewter here? Because I would like to shoot him.
You're awfully calm. You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, cool as a cucumber, even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
Can I save? I can't save. Fine, fine. Alright, fine. We'll look.
Her name is Iwai Monica. She has been missing for 18 years. She was 19 years old at the time she went missing. Monica, Hitomi Sagan, and Renju Okiura all attended Eitoku High School.
Autopsy.
Monika's body was found completely frozen solid.
Yeah, they're completely frozen for the last 18 years, apparently.
Her right eye was missing. Her body shows multiple stab wounds from an edged weapon to the back of the torso. The cause of death was those stab wounds. The murder weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. She was also pregnant until just before her time of death.
Where's Monika was found?
Monika's corpse was hidden under the hood of a forklift in Okiura Fishery cold storage warehouse.
I feel like you could have found a better secured
This
place
warehouse has been
aside from a
under Renju's
forklift.
management for 18 years. Mizuki witnessed Renju checking on the corpse. This of course means that Renju knew about Monika.
And murder.
Because Monika's corpse is completely frozen, it is difficult to determine her time of death. However, her appearance appears to be unchanged from when she went missing 18 years ago. Thus, it is extremely likely she was killed around that time.
So her baby would be...
Just turning 18.
Yeah. All right. Show? Irrelevant. Show? All right.
Because that body isn't Iris, and you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monika Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Isn't that right? Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, she talks.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime, illegally disposing of a body, and we can prove it. The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now. And witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there. And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body. And I remember you telling me once.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to
This is
me.
what happens when you get close to someone, Hitomi. We bring up all past information on
Monika
you.
Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play
yes, you
dumb.
did. I literally recorded it in my eye.
I know you're hiding something.
And Let's Play.
You know what happened 18 years ago. And you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known.
That she was like showing.
Tell me.
And she actually just gave birth.
Tell me everything.
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
All right. I don't know why you're hiding this information, but I guess we're going to sync with you.
Date, I'm sure
Pewter?
I've told you
Oh,
enough times by now. but
I'm going to shoot
please,
you in the
come
dick.
back within 6 minutes.
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Those are the rules.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little. If the sync passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, what does that mean? Hello? You're just gonna stop there, Pewter? You are so shot in the dick. That is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Have a great day.